Franziska von Bergen is mowing the lawn in front of her house in Switzerland's Bernese Oberland one last time. Her family has lived here in the village of Guttannen for generations. But the moving boxes are already packed. She's been forced to leave. Her home is threatened by flows of debris known as Murgänge, rock slides from the surrounding mountains. These images, taken from a surveillance camera in Guttannen, reveal the danger.
You couldn't actually see much because of all the dust and mist in the air. The weather was bad. It always is when things like this happen. It was just before dark and it was eerie. You could only hear the roar of the water, the rocks being pushed along the creek bed. The smell of the earth was everywhere.
Her house stands alongside the Aare River. There was once a small riverbed here. Now some 20 meters of stone and debris have built up. The next flood could hit the houses too. Guttannen would actually make a picture-perfect postcard. Nestled amongst tall mountains, the way Switzerland likes to present itself to tourists. A paradise for bikers, hikers, and mountaineers. The nearby Grimsel Pass offers day trippers an alpine panorama. Werner Schleppi has no time to take in the scenery, though. Guttannen's village mayor shows us what's posing the threat to his community. It's these couloirs above the tree line, typically filled with rocks and ice. With temperatures rising, though, they've begun to thaw out.
With the thawing of the permafrost and the warming that's undoubtedly taking place, collapses are coming. The brittle rock face is loose. If it's warm over a long period and the 0-degree isotherm line rises to 4,000 meters or higher for 2 to 3 weeks in summer, this area becomes dangerous.
Dangerous like it was here in Switzerland in summer of 2024. Following heavy rains, a debris flow swept through a village in the Grison, destroying key roads. A week later, after torrential downpours, ones hit neighboring Ticino. And the Saaz Valley in the Valais. Swiss tourist destinations are facing the consequences of increasingly hot summers, paired with significant rainfall. Markus Wies is an engineer responsible for protecting the Bernese Oberland. Here in Brienz, a debris flow even breached a 15-meter-high safety barrier. In mid-August, masses of water swept through the village, taking everything with them, including trees. The local authorities are in regular dialogue with Brienz residents and don't shy away from uncomfortable truths. Can the houses here near the riverbed stay, or will they have to make way for additional protective measures? Rebuilding everything time and again would eventually become too expensive.
We'll never achieve 100% security. On the one hand, it's barely feasible, both technically and financially. On the other, in light of climate change, uncertainty about how things will develop in the future is quite high.
Tens of thousands of cubic meters of debris had to be removed, not just from the protective wall here. Brienz aims to start afresh, despite knowing that catastrophes like this are coming more frequently for Swiss mountain towns. A rethink is inevitable.
What would it mean if safety could no longer be assured? Does it mean certain areas would become unusable? That some settlements, especially in highly exposed mountain regions, might even have to be abandoned?
Abandon entire villages because climate change makes it too dangerous to keep living there? In nearby Guttannen, that decision has already been made. The houses here have been evacuated. Franziska von Bergen and her family will soon move further down in the valley into a new, safer home.
You're grateful you can leave before something happens. It just shows how quickly something like that can take place. Depending on the situation, you might not have time to react.
In Swiss alpine towns, residents know, no matter how idyllic it may look, there's no denying the forces of nature.